This is Mission 1, Lesson 13 through 16 overview. We are almost finished this mission, guys. You have done a great job sticking with it, doing excellent work, checking out extra videos, letting me know when you need help. We are almost on our way to Mission 2, and that feels really good. So in these lessons, 13 through 16, you are going to see dividing by decimals. Let me say that again. You're going to divide by decimals with a one-digit whole number. So you are going to look for division problems using the place value unit language. Not, you're going to be looking for 42 hundredths, that unit language, 6 thousandths. You're going to divide decimals by drawing place value discs on a place value chart, and I am going to show you how to do that. Remember, 5th grade, we're not touching the manipulatives, but we can draw it. And we're going to divide decimals to the thousandth without leaving a remainder. And of course, we're going to do some word problems. So we're going to start with a problem. 5 3/10 divided by 4. We're going to figure out what that equals. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and drew my place value chart off camera, but all I did is make a column for ones, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and I went ahead and reminded myself of where that decimal goes. So first we're going to build the number 5 3/10. So we have 5 ones. So we're going to go in the ones place and we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to do my place value discs in rows of 5 because 5 is easy to count by. And then we're going to have 3/10. 1, 2, 3. Now what we need to do is divide that into 4 groups. How do we do that? Well, let's draw some lines. We're going to go underneath 5 3/10 because we're still going to work up here, but we're going to make 4 groups to partition this number in. You may remember partitioning from when you started division or fair sharing. So we're going to fair share these numbers. But there's not enough, Miss Wright. Watch. Here's 1. So I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to mark it out. I used it. Can't use it again. This one can go here. Mark it out. Can't use it again. I do have another one, so I'm going to put it here. And then my last one is going to go here. Well, I don't have enough to fair share again. I only have one more. So this ones is going to come over here to the tenths, and we're going to decompose it. We are going to decompose, instead of 1 ones, we're going to have 10 tenths. So now in the tenths, I have 10 plus 3, that's 13. And I'm going to fair share again. I'm going to say 1 and cross it out. There, cross it out. There, cross it out. Here, cross it out. I still have enough to fair share another group in the 10th, so I'm going to do that. Here, cross it out. Here, cross it out. Here. Once I use them, I have to cross them out to remind myself that I used them. I have 4 groups. I have 5 in the 10th, so I still have enough to fair share again. And I'm using different colors to help you see it on the video. You can just use your pencil. Now we're stuck with that one again, just like we were over here. So we're going to do exactly what we did over here. We're going to decompose it into the hundreds. 1/10 becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hundredths, base 10. Now I'm going to fair share again. Here, cross it out. Here, cross it out. Here, cross it out. Here, cross it out. Now they all have 1, but I still have enough to give more. So I'm going to do that again. Continue fair sharing. I know that this seems really tedious to draw all this out, but you need to be able to see what's going on. Now look what happened here. I have 3, but I have 4 spots, so I can't fair share those. I have to come next door. And I forgot to cross that out. So I really only have 2 to fair share. So now to decompose. I'm going to decompose this one up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to decompose this one over here. And I'm doing them separate to show that I did both of them and I don't lose my place. Now I'm going to divide by the 4 groups again. Well, you know what I see? I see a row of 4. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can cross out that whole row. And I can do that again. Here's another row of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and cross out that row. Another, column of 4. Miss Wright needs to get her math words right. That's a column. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the hard work is done. You've done the division. Now we're not worried about each row or each group because they have exactly the same in the group. So let's figure out what they each have in the group. In the ones place, they each have 1. We know our decimal goes here. 1, 2, 3 tenths. 1, 2 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thousandths. So when we look at our problem, 5 and 3 tenths divided by 4, the answer is 1 and 325 thousandths. All right, now let's look at that same problem as the standard algorithm. We're going to say, what times 4 gives me 5? Well, I can get close. I can get 1. And 1 times 4 is 4. And then when we subtract, we have 1 left over, and we're going to drop the 3 and have 13. 4, what times 4 gives me something close to 13? That's 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 13 minus 12 is 1. In decimals, you can now add a 0 here and bring that down to make it a 10. 4 times 2 will give me 8. That gets me close to that 10. With 2, I can put another 0. Now I have 20, and 4 times 5 is 20. That gets me no remainders, and my answer is still 1 and 325 thousandths. Now let's talk about what you can do at home, parents or learning coaches. Practice division facts. Grab some flashcards at the dollar store. Make some with index cards. Practice your division facts. They are as important as your multiplication facts. Parents, learning coaches, challenge your child to division contest. You say a number 1 through 10, and then your child has to say division sentences where your number is the divisor. So if you say 9, your child has to come up with a division problem of 90 divided by 9 equals 10, or they can say 81 divided by 9 equals 9. They could say 9 divided by 9 equals 1. Anything where the divisor is 9. Again, you could try that with any number. If they just say 5, then you could say 45 divided by 5 equals 9. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. You can also practice finding the quotient with your child. Write a division sentence, and then your child's going to need to say that division sentence, including the answer in unit form. So let's do an example of that. Grab a different color. If you say 14 divided by 2, they need to say 14 ones divided by 2 equals 7 ones. If you say 1 and 4 tenths divided by 2, they need to say 14 tenths divided by 2 equals 7 tenths. So we're going to be practicing that unit form. Remember to use that math vocabulary. The quotient, it is the answer to a division problem. The number resulting from the division of two numbers. It's the answer. 45 divided by 5, 4 and 5/10 divided by 5. The quotient is 9/10. Remember, if you need any help, refer back to the videos that I have posted for each lesson. Give me a call, send me a message, and we will get you through it. Have a great day.